Park, son.
Welcome to 558 Parkside Tech, where we talk about tech past, present, and future. I'm your tech plug, Mike, and I received a question about my thoughts on boot camps, and are they good for beginners? My answer is hell no. I praise anyone that takes the initiative, especially if they're new in tech, to join a boot camp, because they're saying that they see a need to get into tech. So I applaud them for jumping in and doing that. But the problem with it is, if you don't have a foundation in tech and you've never done tech, you're coming from some other field, this teacher of 8 or 12 weeks has to move on. They don't have time to get into the details, the foundational learning that you need to be effective in tech. So a lot of times people are lost. Within the first week you're lost because you never even thought about your computer, the hardware. You don't even know if you want to do front end or back end. You don't even know what is it that you really want to do. And so you jump in and you're trying to keep up with everybody else, and it becomes a tug of war to keep up with everybody in your class. So again, I will tell anyone who is new to tech, do not do a boot camp. Now, if you're in tech and you're familiar with something in tech and you're trying to learn something new, then a boot camp is fine. You pretty much will be able to keep up because you've been thinking in that way. You have some foundational training or understanding in some form, whether it be back-end, front-end, database, maybe you're coming from security, maybe you're coming from networking. So you have a point of reference, so you should be able to swim along with this teacher as they're moving, or even have someone in your company or some friends that you could pick up the phone if you weren't clear about something, and they can help you kickstart or get started in it. But if you're new, it's going to be difficult. But what I will say, to not be discouraging totally, is that if you can find a boot camp that's teaching one thing, let's say just code, you're going to touch upon a little about the other things, but they should be pretty much pre-built for you by the teacher. So if you're trying to just learn how to code, then you just take a coding one. That's it. You're going to have to touch the database, because what's the point of code if you're not storing it somewhere? You're not doing something with the code. So they're going to talk about a little bit about databases. Or if you took one on the cloud, well, they're going to show you something or pre-build something for you, but you're really focusing on the cloud. Let's say you're trying to be in DevOps. So if you're going to take a boot camp, make sure it's specific to one subject, not these globalized boot camps that you see people joining in and paying thousands of dollars for and are lost in the first week.
Stop it. Get some help.
So again, I'll stress that boot camps are not for beginners. The 8 to 12 week boot camp that covers everything in the world are not for beginners. It'll only make a beginner leave with a lot of headaches and self-doubt. And also, if you notice, most boot camps, everybody is just trying to get the certification. And I always say, if you don't know these 3 questions, if you can't answer these 3 questions, and these 3 questions is, what is it? What problem does it solve, and when do I use it? Then what was the point of the certification in the first place? Well, that's my 50 cent on boot camps. And that's all I got. Peace. Please subscribe and hit the like button so that you can get the latest videos. As well as, please visit 558parksideTech.com to get the latest news and articles.
Yeah, 558 Parkside Tech in effect, 558 Parkside Tech in effect, tap in the future. Let me introduce you. 558 Parkside Tech, about to school ya. 558 Parkside Tech in effect, 558 Parkside Tech in effect, 558 Parkside Tech in effect, Park, son.